I think that got back to our openness around the discussion. So for the most part, no. The answer to that, no. But we had discussion on things like should everyone's vote count equally? Um, and how do you, or do we, should everyone's voices count equally? Does the radiologist voice matter more than than a technologist voice or an IT professional voice? We decided no. We're all users of the PACS in different ways. And I guess in some ways, by the number of people on the committee, there was different numbers of votes by the people, but every vote counted the same. Every all pieces of feedback were taken into account equally.
I could imagine that was an interesting conversation to kind of untangle because I see the pros to it, but I also see there'd probably be a lot of opportunity where that would create a lot of like interesting conversations where people might not agree with that approach.
It was clear to us that that was the case as well. From the vendor's point of view, most what we found is many of the vendors, if not the vast majority of them, really focus on the radiologist as the decision maker, and so um, driving presentations around the radiologist as the user base. The feature sets are designed for the radiologist. And we were taking a different approach, saying we care about the holistic system. The technologist is the most common user of the PACS. Um, they use it in a different way than the radiologist, and so, but we need workflows that work for the technologist, and we want to see how those workflows are implemented. The IT professional interacts with the PACS very differently, but their job is just as important for the stability of the PACS, our ability to innovate around solutions related to the PACS. And so we wanted to make sure that those voices and those capabilities were showcased and discussed openly.
Approach. So when we were starting out, I talked a bit about emotion is sometimes a driver of decision making. However, the process that you outline in the paper was very much quantitative. You had pillar weights, concept scores, RFP metrics. But I'm also curious kind of how you balance that out with the gut feel and
Yeah.
trust. And I've been part of RFPs, and sometimes the responses are so amazing, but you have a bit of like a twinge in your gut about I wonder if they can actually do what they're saying that they can do.
Yeah.
How did you handle that? What was your approach?
It's hard to know if they can handle what they say they can handle for all vendors. And you never know. And I don't mean that in a way trying to be disparaging to vendors. Just the data that comes in from different sites is different. The workflows are different, and so it's a truth from their experiences. But that doesn't mean our experience isn't different. Um, and so that is hard to do. The balance of emotion. So we let data inform decisions. It doesn't drive decisions. It wasn't a purely data driven decision making process. The data was presented to the group. We said, does this feel right? Right. And often like the data leads to a ranking of some sort. And does the ranking feel right? Based on this data? If not, why? How would you correct around it? And those qualitative comments were important as we were going through, and those were the ultimate deciders. The data definitely informed that decision, though, and informed the discussion.